My gums don't hurt, but my lip does, and there are like 3 bumps on it or something, and it feels like an open wound and you're putting salt on it. It hurts. Burns. Hate it. Anyways, so let's start off with my very first custom Lego model train. The Lily Bell. And if you don't know where that's from Disney World. It's a 440. I believe it's 440. Maybe it's 404. No, I think it's called 440. I don't know. I'm half asleep. All right, it's almost 2:10. Anyway, the reason why I'm live streaming this is because I'm pretty darn sure that my phone does not have enough memory to record, well, this video that will hopefully get views for my troubles. Anyways, as you can see, the tinder is very bulky, but it's somewhat detailed. Also, I have no idea where the smokestack went. As you can see, the cylinders, I kind of wish that I could add piston rods, but oh well. This is based off of a real Lego set. But moving swiftly on. I'm going to show everything in order. So what we have here is Thomas. Now, he was based off of my Bachman Thomas. Actually, the size proportions is... the size proportion isn't that different. Interesting. Kinda wish that I could make Annie and Clarabelle a bit longer, but with the resources that I had, this is how big I could make them. And originally, this is just going to be Thomas. Like, there was not going to be Annie and Clarabelle. But I decided to make Annie and Clarabelle just because. Also, if you put something in the chat and I don't reply to it, it's either because I didn't see it or it's something that I shouldn't reply to. Anyway. So, what I'm thinking about doing is that I'm going to... I feel... Let me rephrase this. I want to upgrade the tanks here, the side tanks, these little things, with like, if I were to take off this stud, it doesn't really look realistic. I may be thinking like, when are you ever concerned about realism? Stuff like that, but I think about putting a one stud tile here and then a flat stud on top just to make it a little bit more realistic, a little bit more faithful to the models and stuff like that. Anyways. Moving on, then I decided to build a Timothy. Unfortunately, I could not find a light gray boiler. Well, these pieces, whatever they're called. And I feel like a gold whistle would not really suit Timothy, you know. So I put a gray one there. So I'll just go move that on. And then I decided to build an E2. Just a regular E2 that would work at the Southampton docks. Now this is modified. I modified it earlier. I could not find a flat stud of one of these. But the reason why I modified it is because I modified it based off of my Hornby E2. So the whistle is now on the top. Basically, imagine my Thomas and my Timothy, except in brown, and that's exactly what it looked like, except with this additional lamp. But I'm very happy with how this turned out. Next, we have James. This is based off of the model era, aka the greatest era of Thomas. And I'm thinking about replacing this black stud right here to a red stud, so, you know, just like the others. I tried my best. And as you can see, the tender is absolutely terrible. But it's just so hard to make a tender that fits this scale, if you know what I mean. Next is Percy. I also based this one off of the model era and my wooden Percy. It really didn't turn out as well as I thought it would, but, you know, this, as I say, it's not bad, but kind of wish that it was a bit better. But, there's only so much you can do with a model train about this size, around HO scale. I also added a lamp on the back. Now, before you go crazy, yes, I know it's in the middle, but I decided to add it right there because why not? Anyways, so I'm just gonna put that there. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for, Lego Edward. Now, you may think that he's way out of proportion, and I hate to say you'd be right. I'm sorry, I hate to say that you'd be wrong, but you'd be wrong. In fact, he's actually a bit more tiny than Thomas. Well, he is actually kind of out of scale, but not big out of scale. So yeah, that's our Edward here. This was the best that I could do. This was based off of the RWS illustrations. And I personally think that Edward is a very important character because he's the first engine to, well, be made up. So I'm kind of mad at Mattel that they just threw him away. And Henry as well. But Edward was pretty much the first protagonist in the first story, so, I personally think that he should be the star of the show. I'm not exactly sure how Thomas became the star of the show, but somehow he did. Anyways, so yeah. Let's put all of the models next to each other. I'm just gonna back this up, back this up. Here. I'm just gonna put that there just for a second. Just move Thomas a little bit. Actually, you know what? Just put that there. Put Timothy over here. Put the average, not average, but like, well, technically average, but like regular E2. Let's scooch James a bit more to Edward. There we go. And I'll put the Lily Bell. Let me see here. Dang. I have 6 models here. You know what? Why not next to Percy? And, oh my goodness, I have to back this up. Back up. There we go. So, yeah. I really hope that you enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next video. Oh, one more thing. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because it really hurts me to talk.